So I've thought of a way to potentially make my training easier for myself while I'm learning Tekken 7, and it's going to be actually breaking the learning process into steps that I can use to help me progress faster in this game. It almost came as a revelation today when I was at work. I didn't really realize how much knowledge, and I do realize there's a lot of knowledge that I'm gonna have to dissect in this game, but I didn't really think about, like, I didn't really think about the scope. Like, you think about Tekken 7 and then maybe you just think like there's one line leading from the word Tekken 7 that goes to the word fighting game, and then there's another line that goes from the word fighting game to fundamentals, and maybe there's another line that goes from the word fundamentals to the word blocking. And maybe there's another word that goes from the word blocking to the word, offense or something, But it's the web that's there for me to, dissect and to understand is just so vast. Like, there's so much branching out that I'm going to have to do to get comfortable eventually just playing this game to the best of my ability. So I decided to break up my progress into ways to familiarize myself with specific characters. My favorite character in this series is Steve Fox as of right now. That might change. Once I learn the game with Steve, maybe I'll branch out into other characters. But for now, Steve is the guy to go. Steve is my fuck. I was about to say Steve is my fuck boy. See, guys, I'm already fucking up. God damn it. No, Steve is amazing. I love Steve as a character, and I love his fighting style. Like I said before, boxing is my favorite, so I'm gonna stick with Steve for now. So what I've decided to do is to stick to learning his moveset. That's going to be my goal for now. My initial goal was to just master movement in this game, which I am taking steps to do. I'm trying to get better at moving in this game, just being able to, wave dash successfully, without really thinking about what I'm trying to be doing. And as you can see right here, I'm getting better at it. It is still taxing on my hand. My hand does still cramp up, after doing this for a number of times, but I'm trying to get used to the idea, that wave dashing needs to be second nature. So I'm just trying to incorporate, like, instead of just practicing wave dashing backwards, just over and over again, like this, just wave dashing backwards, I'm trying to get used to, oh, god damn it, Steve, you weren't supposed to tackle, bro. I'm trying to get used to the idea of sidestepping and then wave dashing, sidestepping and then wave dash, sidestepping and then wave dash, just to build on my ability, to be able to utilize mobility. So sidestep, wave dash, sidestep, wave dash, sidestep, wave dash, sidestep, wave dash. And it is hard, just going from being able to wave dash backwards. I mean, that's all good. And it's a lot harder for me to do this while I'm talking, by the way. When I'm not talking, I feel like I'm a little bit better at it because I can focus a little bit more. But just being able to wave dash backwards, which I still haven't mastered, by the way. I mean, I was watching a video of this fucking guy wave dashing, and it didn't even look like, you see the pause that I have in my wave dash, so you can almost count it. You can almost count my wave dashes. You can go, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy was wave dashing so fast, and I forget what video I was looking at. I'm sorry. This guy was wave dashing so fast that you couldn't even count, like, his wave dashes like you can mine. You can count mine pretty easy. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. But this guy was just, he was just going for it, man. I'm telling you, he was just, like, pounding that shit. I'm just getting used to the idea for now, just building my mobility by sidestepping and wave dashing, sidestepping, trying to, think of Tekken, from the get-go, as a game that has 3D capabilities. And as a result, it has 3D possibilities, things and concepts that I might familiarize myself with Street Fighter doesn't necessarily apply here because, there's a world of other options for myself, specifically since I can move into the foreground and background of stages in this game. That opens up my offense, my defense, my mobility. It's just a lot to think about. While I'm learning this character's moveset, I'm going to be, practicing my mobility while I'm doing this. Going forwards and backwards like you see here. I can, for the most part, go forwards, how I want to, which practices my ability to go backwards on player 2 side. Now, I did also learn that wave dashing can be done in two ways. The way that I'm doing wave dashing right now is by utilizing a quarter circle method. I did turn on my input, so if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can almost see that as I wave dash, you can see these quarter circle, or you should see these quarter circle inputs that I'm using. So I'm basically pressing back, back, then quarter circle. I'm pressing back, back, neutral, quarter circle back, and then back again. So those are my inputs. Back, back, quarter circle back, quarter circle, and then, yeah, quarter circle back, then neutral, and then back, back. God damn it, let me explain this better. Okay, it was back, back, quarter circle backwards, neutral, and then another back. Those are my inputs for my wave dash. And so far, I mean, it's working. I mean, I can do forwards and backwards. You know, I'm trying not to focus on learning how to do it fast, but it's like I can't help it. Once I feel like I've got the idea, I feel like I can just be able to, I feel like I can just do it very fast. But going slowly, you know, is the key, obviously. You know, just being able to master what I'm supposed to be doing slowly. But, you know, that's what I'm going to be doing while I'm learning this moveset. So I already know the first 20 moves in Steve's move list. I already know the first 20. I can't list them off the top of my head, but if you told me the name, I could bust out the move. So I'm going to go ahead and get my phone, since I've written down all of the first 20 moves that Steve has in my notepad. Let me go ahead and pull this out real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and say the name. I'm going to try not to look at the input that I've written next to the name itself. And I'm just going to demonstrate it for you, just to show that, you know, I'm trying to get comfortable with just, you know, eventually I want to get to the point where I can just think about the moveset, you know, just, you know, I don't have to look at a notepad to look at the name. I can just go through the list off of my head. So the first one is double jab, which is 1-1. This is a natural combo, meaning that there's no interruption when it hits. Basically, I can press 1-1 and it hits both times. You know, there's no lull in between those inputs that allows time for my opponent to block. The second combo is a lightning combo, otherwise known as the 1-1-2, or in boxing, the jab, jab, cross. This is 1-1-2. Again, this is a natural combo, giving enough, I think it's called block stun. I'm trying to do my research on terminology too. So forgive me if I'm fucking that up all to hell. I'm really sorry. But the lightning combo affords me the opportunity, you know, it's a natural combo as well. So meaning that there's no time in between that combo, if I input it right, for my opponent to press a button and punish me while I'm doing that combo. I can just do it with impunity. I don't have to worry about being hit while I'm doing this combo. The third is double jab body blow. That is going to be 1-1 down 1. This is not a natural combo. It starts off with the double jab, which is a natural string. However, it leads into a down 1 or a body blow from this combo, which is not a natural hit. Now, I do understand that certain properties in this game I'm going just to have to accept. You know, if a move isn't a natural combo, that doesn't mean that I can't use it. Obviously, you know, just because if you were fighting, you know, if you were a samurai, you know, or if you were a ninja, because ninja have a number of weapons that they can use. If you were a ninja, you know, you wouldn't disregard a certain move just because, you know, it was heavy, or you wouldn't disregard a weapon just because it was heavy, or, you know, for any other, you know, for any small reason. Even if it has disadvantages, you know, depending on the situation, it can be utilized successfully. This is the case for natural combos, unnatural combos as well in Tekken. So this string right here, the 1-1 down 1, or the double jab to body blow, just because it's unnatural, and just because, you know, I can't just throw this out whenever I want and expect, you know, to be to hit my opponent every time, there are going to be situations where I can use this, you know, and, you know, be successful at getting all 3 hits. So that is good. That, you know, that I can realize that right off the bat, and I'm happy, you know, that I'm, you know, getting the experience of being able to memorize these moves the way that I am. So that was double jab to body blow. The next, the double jab to body blow, certain moves go into stances. Steve has 2 main stances. I don't really know if he has any others. I haven't gone down the move list that far. But the 2 main stances that I'm seeing as of right now are the peekaboo stance and the flicker stance. Now, the double jab to body blow can go into both. So double jab, body blow can go into, it can't go into peekaboo. I'm sorry. It can only go into flicker. Double jab to body blow goes into flicker, and you can see here he kind of lowers his left hand. And, There we go. He's in flicker stance, ready for any follow-up hits. Now, I don't. I guess the game hopefully will teach me this as I go along. But I don't know how to get out of flicker stance myself. Aside from, so if I go into flicker stance here, I know I can duck forward to get out of flicker, and that brings me back to a neutral state or a natural state. I know that I can duck forward, and then I can sidestep, right? I can sidestep backwards, or I can sidestep, or duck left, excuse me, because that's sidestepping. I can duck left or duck right out of that stance. So I can duck left or duck right out of flicker, or I can just dash forward or duck in. I don't know if there's any way I can just do flicker and then just get out of it and get back into a ready stance. I'm not really sure if how that works. It would make sense if Steve wasn't able to do that on his own, because you want to be able to build up the mix-up potential, by having flicker go into other movesets. But as of right now, that's how I'm understanding that. Let me get this wave dash going forward right. It's not. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, forward, quarter circle forward. There we go. And again, I'm trying not to do this really fast, but I can't help it. It's like once I get it, I want to just do it fast, but I got to do it slow. And I am wearing headphones, so I can't really hear my stick. Normally, I can, rely on hearing my stick for this stuff, but I can't hear it right now. Okay. Anyway, that was a double jab to body blow, and that goes into flicker. Then we have the left-right, which is 1-2, just the jab cross. That doesn't go into anything. That's just a 1-2. Then we get the jab body blow. Boom. That goes into flicker as well. Does not go into peekaboo. So I can't go into peekaboo stance from that. Doom. Got it. Then we have the left, right, left. Just the 1-2-3. 1-2-3. There we go. 1-2-3. And that goes into peekaboo and a flicker. So that's good. 1-2-3 can go into peekaboo, and you see here there's the peekaboo stance. He can duck forward, or duck left or duck right out of it. He can duck forward, or he could duck left and right. There we go. And it can also go into flicker, after which he can duck forward, or duck left and duck right, which is cool. So there's that. Then we have the British Edge combo, which is 1-2-1-2. That is not a natural combo, obviously. It has the 1-2-3 at first. And the 3 is, that 3, or the back 1, is not natural in that string. So as a result, the 4th hit is not natural as well. So that's definitely going to be situational. I just don't want to throw that around whenever I want to. Okay, I'm sorry for like the lapse in thoughts. It's just that, god damn it, I can't like move and do all this shit and talk at the same time yet. It's a really big challenge to be able to just feel so comfortable that I can just say whatever the fuck I want and do all this stuff, man. It's god damn, there's so much to this. I can't stand it. Anyway, so that was the British Edge combo 1. There's the British Edge combo 2, which ends, instead of just the mid there, it ends in a low. That's situational as well because that is not a natural combo also. Ba 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 ba. 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 There we go. Oh god damn it, my wave dash is fucked up now. I'm telling you guys, this takes some serious concentration to be able to just concentrate and just do all this shit, because my left hand is moving at like 90 miles an hour. I can't, god damn it. I have to focus so much when I'm talking and doing this shit at the same time. Fuck, and my hand is cramping up. God damn it. Fuck. Anyway, so there, and then the straight body, that's 2-1, just a right and then kind of like a left hook. This goes into peekaboo. This also goes into flicker, so that's nice. And then we have the hook to straight, which is the back 1-2. That is a natural combo as well. This only goes into, I think this only goes into peekaboo. Yeah, it does not go into flicker. So there's that. And then we have the Vanguard Rush, which is the 2-1-2. That is not a natural combo, so again, that's going to be situationally dependent. 2-1-2. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be situationally dependent as well. And then we had the ducking left and then ducking right. Now, the interesting thing about ducking left and right with Steve, and this is what helped me just kind of not feel so confused, you know, depending on if I'm on the player 1 or player 2 side, is that, you know, the ducking left is number 3, is the 3 button for Tekken. And then ducking right is 4. But if you look at it in relation to the buttons, ducking left is always 3 and ducking left is always 4, which are left and right respectively on your arcade stick or on your controller. So for me, if I look at it from player 1's perspective, there's ducking left. However, if I do it from player 2's perspective, ducking left also goes to Steve's left. So ducking left always goes to Steve's left. Not from your perspective of left, but from Steve's perspective. Ducking left always goes to Steve's left. If you're on player 2 side, he's ducking left from his perspective. If you're on player 1 side, he's ducking left from his perspective. There we go. Ducking left, ducking left. And ducking right always goes to Steve's right perspective. If you're on player 1, that goes towards you. And then if you're on player 2 side, that's going to go away from you, but that's still to Steve's right. So ducking left and ducking right always goes to Steve's perspective, respectively his left and his right. So that kind of helped me to not feel so confused about that. God damn it, my wave dash is all fucked up now. It's so like just weird trying to build space with the wave dash because I don't really feel like I'm moving. Like, you'd think that learning how to wave dash would make you feel like you're able to move wherever you want to, and it does to a degree, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel like I have any distance, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not really covering any ground. Maybe it's just because I'm not letting my backwards dash go, you know, to its fullest potential. Ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, so there's the ducking left and ducking right little, you know, idea. That helped me out, just to think about it. And then we have the double stinger, which is the ducking left and then 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. And this is a natural combo. Ba. Ba ba. That's nice. God damn it. Ba ba. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and grab and get back to player 1 side. Ba ba. Ba ba. Ba ba. Oh my god, my inputs are getting so ass. My hands are so tired. You have no idea, guys. Like, I haven't felt this level of cramping in my hands in some time doing anything. Like, anything. God damn. God damn, my wrist fucking hurts. There's double stinger and then left body to flicker, which is basically just starting the double stinger motion, ducking left, and then holding back when you press 1 to go into flicker. So just opening up another, you know, realm of possibilities that way. So there's number 1 through 20. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into learning 21 through 40. I'm just going to go through them here training, and then I'm going to go ahead and jot them down later so that I can memorize them. Damn, this is going to be a long road. But it's okay, because, you know, I'm having a lot of fun while I'm on this road. So it's not just bumpy, you know, and it's not bumpy for the sake of being bumpy. It's also fun. So I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful to be playing Tekken, honestly, because it's just so fun. Well, with that, I'm out to learn more of this shit.
shoulder to Billy Club. Left shoulder to uppercut. Right shoulder. Right shoulder to Billy Club. Left shoulder to uppercut. Right shoulder to Billy Club. Left shoulder to uppercut. Billy Club. Left shoulder to uppercut. Left shoulder to uppercut. Boom. Right shoulder to Billy Club. Bah. Got it.
All right, so I guess that'll be it for me tonight. 21 through 40, ending with the ducking body blow to left hook to flicker stance. I am thankful, that I'm taking the time to go through all of these moves because it is still very complicated, but it's not as complicated as I thought. I mean, it's getting easier. That's what I mean to say. Of course, the more you practice at anything, the easier it gets to I guess feel. Even if there's still a wealth of knowledge, there's still a wealth of shit that I have to learn with Tekken. But I'm feeling better as time goes on. I guess that's to be expected, but I'm interesting to see where my progress goes because I am feeling a little bit better at just feeling this game out. So again, 21 through 40 tackled. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you later.